Ken Riley. He's going to be our host attorney tonight. He's with the law firm of Ferris, Riley & Pitt. And you're going to talk a little bit about, Ken, how do you prove a medical malpractice claim? Because that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it is. In fact, I think we've got a graphic if they'll show that. You know, what is malpractice? We get that question all the time at our office. Well, you start with what is the standard of care? And the standard of care is what another doctor would do or a healthcare provider would do under similar circumstances. And in Alabama, it's a national standard of care, which means that a doctor in Birmingham would do the same thing and be held to the same standard as a doctor in New York City or Jackson, Mississippi. It's a national standard of care. And the next thing you want to know is whether or not the standard of care was followed. And in Alabama, the law requires that that be proven through expert testimony. So a lot of times you'll have to have an expert come in from another state or somewhere else to talk about the national standard of care and whether or not that standard of care was followed. And then finally, if the physician or the healthcare provider fell below the standard of care, did that cause the injury? And a lot of times that question is something that you have to get over. So there are very few successful medical negligence cases nowadays, and very few that are taken, but I can tell you the ones that are taken and actually make it to court, they tend to be meritorious cases because they cost so much money. You have to invest so much time and money into prosecuting those cases. The lawyers don't do that half-heartedly. So that's just kind of a sidebar tonight for our viewing audience.
All right.
Yeah.
Ken, thank you very much.
Yeah,
we appreciate that information. That helps us out. Of course, now we've got some great options for you. If you want to head to the web and find out more information, you can get in touch with the law firm of Ferris, Riley & Pitt. It's frplegal.com. We also have a website set up, myfoxale.com, and you can click on that law call link. That's another easy way to get in touch with us. If you're watching tonight and you have a follow-up question you'd like to talk to the attorneys about, go to the web and get in touch with us that way.